Hey everyone, welcome back to Hooponopono Journey. In today's video, we're going to explore a transformative practice that can help you heal from failure and embrace a path of self-forgiveness. We'll be diving into the ancient Hawaiian practice of Hooponopono. So, if you've ever struggled with feelings of failure or self-doubt, this video is for you. Before we get into the practical aspects, let's briefly discuss what Hooponopono is. It's a traditional Hawaiian practice of reconciliation and forgiveness, and it's all about taking responsibility for everything in your life, even those things you may perceive as failures. One of the core principles of Hooponopono is self-forgiveness. Instead of dwelling on the failure, we shift our focus inward and work on healing ourselves. This is done through 4 powerful phrases. I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. I'm sorry, example. I'm sorry for holding on to feelings of failure and inadequacy. I acknowledge that these emotions are impacting my well-being. Explanation. This phrase involves taking responsibility for your own emotions and experiences. By saying, I'm sorry, you express a genuine and heartfelt apology to yourself for any self-blame or negativity you may be harboring. Please forgive me. Example. Please forgive me for being so hard on myself. I understand that I am human, and I am deserving of forgiveness and compassion. Explanation. This phrase is an acknowledgement that you are seeking forgiveness, both from yourself and from a higher source. It recognizes the importance of self-compassion and the need to let go of self-judgment. Thank you. Example. Thank you for the lessons that come with failure. I appreciate the opportunity for growth and self-discovery. Explanation. Expressing gratitude, even in challenging situations, shifts your perspective. It acknowledges that every experience, including failure, has the potential to teach you valuable lessons and contribute to your personal development. I love you. Example. I love you, your name, with all your strengths and flaws. I am committed to nurturing a loving and supportive relationship with myself. Explanation. This phrase emphasizes self-love and acceptance. By saying, I love you to yourself, you reinforce the importance of treating yourself with kindness, understanding, and unconditional love, regardless of perceived failures. One of the core principles of Hooponopono is self-forgiveness. Instead of dwelling on the failure, we shift our focus inward and work on healing ourselves. This is done through 4 powerful phrases. I'm sorry, please forgive me. Thank you, I love you. Now let's dive into how to practice Hooponopono for healing from failure. Step 1. Find a quiet space. Choose a quiet and comfortable space where you won't be disturbed. This could be a room, a corner in your home, or even a peaceful outdoor setting. Step 2. Center yourself. Take a few deep breaths to center yourself and bring your attention to the present moment. Close your eyes if it helps you focus. Step 3. Reflect on the failure. Think about the specific failure or situation that's causing you distress. Allow yourself to feel the associated emotions without judgment. Step 4. Repeat the Hooponopono phrases. While focusing on the failure, begin to repeat the Hooponopono phrases. 1. I'm sorry. Apologize to yourself for any self-blame or negative emotions you've been holding on to regarding the failure. 2. Please forgive me. Ask for forgiveness from yourself and from any higher power or source you believe in. Recognize the need to release self-judgment. 3. Thank you. Express gratitude for the lessons and growth opportunities that come with the failure. Acknowledge that there's value in the experience. 4. I love you. Affirm your love and acceptance for yourself, flaws and all. Commit to nurturing a positive and supportive relationship with yourself. Step 5. Visualize release. As you repeat the phrases, visualize the negative emotions associated with the failure being released from your mind and body. Imagine a sense of lightness and relief. Step 6. Repeat as needed. Continue the repetition of the Hooponopono phrases until you feel a sense of peace and acceptance. You can repeat the process as often as necessary, especially if the emotions resurface. Step 7. Journaling optional. Consider journaling about your experience. Write down your reflections, any insights gained, and how you felt before and after the practice. This can help deepen your understanding and track your progress over time. Step 8. Express gratitude. Finish the practice by expressing gratitude for the opportunity to heal and grow. Embrace a mindset of self-compassion and acknowledge the strength it takes to confront and overcome failures. Step 9. Reflect and journal. Optional. Take a moment to reflect on the experience. If you find it helpful, journal your thoughts and feelings. Document any insights or changes in perspective that occurred during the practice. Step 10. Practice regularly. Hooponopono is most effective when practiced regularly. Consider incorporating it into your daily or weekly routine, especially during challenging times or when dealing with feelings of failure. Remember that healing is a gradual process, and practicing Hooponopono can contribute to a positive shift in your mindset and emotional well-being over time. Adjust the steps according to your comfort and preferences, and be patient with yourself as you navigate the healing journey. To make things more tangible, let me share a personal experience of how I applied Hooponopono to overcome a failure in my own life. I wanted to share a personal story that I hope many of you can relate to. A while back, I experienced what felt like a major failure in my professional life. I had poured my heart and soul into a project, and despite my best efforts, it didn't turn out the way I had envisioned. The disappointment was overwhelming, and I found myself caught in a cycle of self-blame and negative self-talk. It was during this challenging time that I discovered the healing power of Hooponopono. I began to practice the 4 phrases. I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. Not just as words, but as a sincere and intentional process of self-forgiveness. As I repeated these phrases, something remarkable started to happen. I felt a shift within myself. The heavy burden of failure began to lift, and I could sense a newfound sense of compassion and understanding taking its place. The process wasn't instant, but with consistent practice, I found myself embracing the lessons from the experience rather than dwelling on the perceived failure. Hooponopono became a powerful tool for me to release the weight of self-judgment, allowing me to move forward with a greater sense of self-love and acceptance. It wasn't about denying the failure, but acknowledging it with a compassionate heart. I share this story with you because I believe in the transformative potential of practices like Hooponopono. We all face setbacks and failures, but it's how we navigate through them that defines our journey. So if you've ever felt the sting of failure, know that you're not alone, and there is a path to healing and self-forgiveness. Now let's explore together how Hooponopono can be a guiding light on that path. Before we wrap up, here are a few tips to make your Hooponopono practice more effective. 1. Consistency. Practice regularly to experience lasting results. 2. Mindfulness. Be present with your emotions during the process. 3. Openness. Allow yourself to release the need for control and be open to healing. And there you have it. Hooponopono is a beautiful and effective way to heal from failure and move forward with a sense of self-forgiveness and empowerment. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to Hooponopono Journey for more content like this, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Remember, healing is a journey, and you have the power to transform your relationship with failure. Thank you for joining me today, and until next time, be kind to yourself. Aloha.